morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
We are fine, and how are you?
Good. Nice to see you. So let's hear, first of all, where are you coming from today? Adit, where are you?
We are in the school in Kenya, Kakuma Refugee Camp, and we are in Our Lady's secondary school.
Very nice to see you. And Eunice, where are you?
Oh, we are in Our Lady's Girls in Kakuma Refugee Camp.
Great. And Veeha, how are you today?
I'm very well. I'm from India right now, Delhi NCR.
Oh, nice to see you. So I'm so pleased to see you guys again. I remember I was there just before the pandemic. I was there in March of 2020. Do you remember that?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about how you are today. How is school going since the pandemic?
Okay, right now the schools has already become its normal function because now we have settled and we are studying well, and also it's our first time in this school because we have been promoted from primary school to secondary school, and here learning is really taking place well because everyone is after hard dream to achieve. And also, there's no much complications like the year of pandemics. It is at least have changed.
How are you feeling, Eunice? How are you feeling being back at school, being more settled? When did you come back to school?
We went back to school in 2020 because since the COVID-19 came, we were just at home, not doing even anything. But right now, I'm happy that I am in school.
Tell me about the work you're doing with the Sustainable Development Goals and with iamtheCODE. Tell me some of the things that you're working on at it.
Okay, the things that we are working on, iamtheCODE actually, we have just begun this week because we were in Angelina Jolie. That is where we were doing our coding, but right now we have come to Our Ladies. But there is some of the challenges because we have few devices for the iamtheCODE, so it's a little bit challenging here. We don't have enough tablets and also computers, and also here there's a lot of challenges. Not like Angelina Jolie because there we have everything, but here in Our Ladies there's a lot of challenges. But about the 17 sustainable goals, we are just going through it. And also about the new forum that Lady Marieme has bring it out, we have not yet seen because we have some issue with the internet.
Right. So let me just repeat what you said back. So you're having some issues. There's not enough equipment and some challenges with the internet. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's different from the Angelina Jolie school because it's a step up or just fewer resources?
No, here in Angelina Jolie we have at least a lot of devices that we can use, but here there are only 10. And so sometimes only a few people come and look into see about the 17 sustainable goals because we are about 50s or 60s, so it's not enough for all of us.
Got it.
But there at least.
Tell me a little bit about what you're studying. What's your favorite subject, both of you? Eunice, if you want to unmute, tell me what you're studying. What are you enjoying the most?
Okay, for me, the subject that I love most in English is English. The main reason as to why I picked that subject as my favorite is that I like speaking English and I will like to improve in my language. The way I speak to people, I will like my grammar to become good, not just good, but I would like to become a perfect speaker. And also, for me, I want to become a journalist, and to become a journalist, I would like to become a very good speaker so that I can deliver the right message to the world.
I can tell you that your English is incredible and that you are going to you're going to be a great journalist. What do you think that the things that a journalist needs to learn are?
Okay, for me, here in the school, I used to join here in the school, we have a journalist club. So we used to, maybe on Monday, Wednesday, we used to deliver the news that we have only inside the school. So I used to practice myself by involving myself in journalist club.
That's amazing. So I can tell you, would it be helpful for me to tell you what I've learned as a journalist? The most important thing that I've learned is to listen. So it's really good to ask questions and to really listen to the answer. And then ask your next question based on what the person said. So that's probably the thing that I've learned to do. Sometimes it's very hard, and if you don't understand what somebody's saying, it's likely that the other people that might be reading or watching your interview also won't understand. So don't be afraid to ask for clarification if somebody says something confusing. Just jump in and say, what do you mean? What does that mean? Can you say that a different way? Adit, how are you? Tell me what you're interested in your studying at school. What's your favorite subject now? And we're going to get you to unmute as well. There you go.
Okay, my best subject is English and history, because I also Christian religion. In English, in order for me to become a leader, I have to know good English so that I can be able to communicate with people. Also, I like religions because I need the values that is going to direct me when leading people. And also in history, it's that I'm learning about the government in Africa and all the world. And also, for me to be a good leader, I will have to be social. And also, I'll have to practice by being right, by stop being corrupt, try to be social with people, and also help people so that when I become that leader, I will know what my role is, and I will be able to work on it. That's why right now I'm doing some practices. If there's anyone who needs some help, I'll just give up. And also, I don't like corruption, because if I start being corrupt from now, when I grow up, my country will not run on well.
I love your focus on ethics. I've done a couple of interviews this week about ethics and artificial intelligence. And I think your focus on religion means that you're focusing very strongly on moral values. And that's such an important thing to bring to every single industry, every company that's run, every school, every code, every line of code that's written has to be written with a very strong moral code. So I love that focus. Have we got your teacher here today as well?
Yeah.
And who's that? What's your name?
Hi.
Morning.
My
How
name
are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm very good. I'm doing great. My name is Franscis Kagutha, and I work as a computer teacher in the school. And we have been interacting and engaging with iamtheCODE for 3 years now. And I can say that they're doing a great job. And today's session is incredible. I wasn't expecting it, but here we are. And I'm very proud of the team behind the whole activity. It's good to have stories of young and aspiring girls such as this. And when we look at these young women, we know that we have got a better future and we can really put the world in their hands. So I am happy that I am part of the team that is trying to leave the world a better place than we found it. And I believe with these incredible young women, we have hope and we have a life ahead of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for making this happen and for enabling their voices to be heard. Ladies, I'd love to hear from you each a message. What's the message you would like to say to the leaders who are here in Davos? These are people from business, from government, they're people from civil society, they're people interested in everything from peace to climate action to equality. What's your message for them?
Okay, my message for the leaders, first of all, is that they should try and look upon those people who are not able, because most of the time we have those who are under the poverty line or in the poverty line, so they're not supported. So that's the first thing I would like to tell leaders, is that they should try and push them up, because if we don't help them in any way, we cannot get the future of tomorrow, because there are a number of them right now, and especially during the pandemic, many young girls became pregnant, many dropped out, so they have no support. So I would like those leaders to try and help them, and also to give some scholarship, and also to train people how to cope up with their problems, because many people give up and they don't continue when they find themselves in a difficult situation. And also there are some people who they don't support education at all. So they need to support the children in education, because if they don't do that, we will not have the leaders of tomorrow. And also about the cutting down of trees. No, the people before us took good care of the trees, but right now many people are cutting down the trees and they are destroying our environment. So we will not be able to have next tomorrow, because the weather and the world is going to be dry.
Thank you. So let me just repeat what you said back, so I make sure I've got it all. You want to make sure that the leaders here are supporting people who are below the poverty line, also helping to get people who've lost education to get back into school, and also to work on supporting communities so that they stop cutting down trees, find other ways to make a living, and perhaps even plant trees as well. Is that right? Have I missed anything important? Okay. And Eunice, what about you? What's your message for the people, for the leaders here in Davos?
Okay, my message to the leaders is that I would like to talk about gender equality. You know, especially for women, people used to favor men than women. So my message is that they should always treat them equally. There is no one who is perfect than the other. They used to say that what a man can do, a woman can do better. So I will like them also to do favor to women. I will like them also to give more scholarships for girls, so that there are some girls who used to have perfect dreams, careers. So if they don't give them education, there is no way they can pursue their dreams without helping them. So I will like them to help them so that they can pursue their dreams. Also about the climate action, there are some people who used to cut down trees even without replacing. So I will like to advise them, if you want to cut a tree, you cut and you replace too, so that the environment and the weather can change. Especially here in the camp, people used to cut down trees even without replacing, and no one will tell anyone to stop cutting down trees, and I don't know why. Like Wangari Maathai was a very nice woman. She used to plant trees, even she made the environment to look good. And I will like that thing to repeat itself again. I will like people to plant trees so that the environment can look good.
That is amazing. Look who's come to join us. Special guest. Look who's here. Yay! Lady Marieme is here. So I'm going to repeat back what you just said, Eunice.
Hi, Franscis. Okay, do you want to share?
Come and sit. I'm going to repeat back what you said so that I make sure that we get your message to the leaders here in Davos. Eunice, you were saying that you want to see how we can get more scholarships so that people who are studying hard have a future. You also want to focus on climate action. I remember when I was in Kakuma with Lady Marieme that we saw some of the effects of what happened when people in the community had cut down trees. And I know that that's something that means quite a lot, something that means very deeply, affects you very personally and very deeply. So we want to make sure we can support communities so that they know what happens when they cut down the trees and help them to plant as well. And I'm hearing a very strong message from you about gender equality as well, to make sure that the leaders that we speak to are really doing what they say they are going to do when it comes to supporting women at all levels, especially supporting women who have started out in circumstances that aren't as privileged as some of the folks whose circumstances, shall we say, are a lot more privileged, right? So tell us a little bit more about how things are for you in Kakuma. Tell us how, if people have come back to school, has everyone been able to come back to school, or there are some girls who were not able to after the pandemic?
Okay, there are some girls who are able to go back to school, but there are some, like if you are in a school that used to pay school fees, maybe your mother or your dad don't have that school fees to pay for you. So you have to stay back at home until your parents maybe get the money so that they can take you to school. But I thank God that I am able to come back to school and study hard, so that I want to come also and help my parents back at home, because they are really helping me. I want, when I grow up, I will like to pay them back what they have done to me now.
I mean, it's incredible.
Have you told Edie about your moringa, your trees, the trees you planted? Have you told her about that?
Tell me about the trees you planted.
The moringa trees and the farm behind the school. And your bench, you tell her about your bench. May I know people who want help with your bench?
Okay, for us, when we were in Angelina, we planted a lot of trees. Even some of us planted trees because we were grouped in 3 groups. The others were, for our group, we were planting trees, and others were doing drama, others were doing debate. So for us, we planted a lot of trees that made Angelina right now a very nice school. The environment is clean, green, everywhere is just good.
I love it. I remember those trees. I remember you planting the trees, and I remember we went around and watered them too. Tell me about the bench. What's the bench?
About the bench, I don't know that.
Teacher Franscis, the bench in the middle of the school, what do we do with it? Teacher Franscis.
I'd like to also share that these 2 new girls, they just recently joined us from Angelina Jolie, so they don't have an idea of what we have been doing around the school. But I'd like to briefly inform you that we also undertook some projects, and the 3 projects, one of the outstanding one is a recreational park where the girls want to convert a small portion of the school land into a recreation park. They planted 75 trees, and they believe that these 75 trees are going to provide shade. We have the moringa tree, which is medicinal. It's also going to provide, the first medicine for our young girls here. And we're also teaching them that this tree is very important because it is both medicinal and it can also be used as a supplementary food. And in the recreation park, we had the intention of putting a bench, but then we thought of a better way of doing it. And we are thinking to have one central place within the school compound where we can actually put up a shade. And the students and all the visitors who are coming in the school, they will be able to wait to be served under the shade instead of using the open verandas, especially when it is windy and when it is very sunny. So this is out of their creativity, the girls' creativity, because they've been embarking on these projects for several months. And I think it is a high time that they have to see the work that they really advocated for. So the shade is going to come up very soon. We have already allocated a space for that. And we believe that is going to be an outstanding project for iamtheCODE, as well as anybody who comes within the school compound will be able to see that particular bench.
I love your focus on how the girls there are coming up with the solutions, and they're really caring about their community as well. And I know, Marieme, that you've been working with them on food and nutrition. Is that right?
Yeah, Teacher Franscis, the back end. Maybe we should also tell Edie, because we're going to talk about food shortage quite a lot this week. What do we need to do to feed the girls more? And can you tell them about the tree at the back, all your the stuff you're planting for the girls to eat better?
Okay, there is, let me not call it a small kitchen garden. It's a fairly big kitchen garden, which is going to have a supplementary, different supplementaries of vegetables. And most of these vegetables are indigenous. Indigenous means these are vegetables that the girls consume at home. They are the same vegetables that they are going to find in school. And when you are supplementing that, you are improving on their diet, you're improving on their nutrition. And again, the money that would have been spent by the school to buy vegetables from other vendors, you will put it into a better use. So it is a fairly new project, and the principal is working behind the scenes to make sure that that project is a reality. So at the moment, we are selling the vegetables to the teachers, and I could also see the workers. And very soon, I believe the students are also going to have to share the same food from the vegetables. So apart from just meeting their dietary needs, it also teaches them something. They can convert a small portion of their land within their homesteads with a limited supply of water, and they can plant these vegetables. The beauty of these vegetables is that they are very rich in vitamins, and they are also hardy. That is, they're resilient. They can grow even in the hardest of all places, as long as you are able to water them efficiently, even if it is small amounts of water. So I believe meeting their dietary needs. Pardon?
What vegetables are they?
Okay, we have several of them, but the three that are outstanding, one, we call it kunde, that is cowpeas. These are green leafy vegetables, very green, very rich in vitamin C. Then we have another type of vegetables. In local name, they are calling it murere. So murere is, when you cook it, it's a little bit slimy. And you take it with, you can take it with other foods, accompanying foods, but the best food that you can accompany that with is called ugali. That is maize meal portion. You know, maize meal flour, you just cook it and you have ugali, and it is just, it's quite a staple food in most of the communities within Kakuma. And then the other one, I was hearing the principal talking of okra. So okra, it's also very nutritious.
Okra. I love okra.
Yes,
Fried
very
okra
nutritious, very nutritious. Yes. And we also learned something new, that you can actually eat okra when it is raw. So you can cook it, you can eat it raw. So these three are vegetables. I believe the girls know them. They have learned about them. And maybe I was not a fan of okra, but now because of that, I think I'll have to start thinking of taking okra as well.
Girls, you know, this is a very important moment we are doing here. Anything else you want to share with Edie? Do you know where we are in the world right now?
For me, I can say the world that we are right now, it's a digital world. And all of us, we need to access to internet, because many of the things right now many of the activities are going through online. And so I would like just to say to the iamtheCODE to help us and trust that we can access to internet, because many businesses are going on through online, and people are making all money through it. So I will also we would like also to open maybe and try to do some activities, send it online and try to see if we can make money through it, and also send some of the activities that we are doing on the iamtheCODE for our ladies girls, and share it with the whole world and see what we can make. Apart from making money, we will also be sharing the information and the knowledge that we have from Lady Marieme. And also we will tell the world that she have given us the voice, because last time I think we were not that much. We were not able to express ourselves, but she came and she picked us up from where we are right now. So what I would like to say is that we should try and make everyone to access to the internet. And also about the iamtheCODE, I would like many people to expand, and also you let many schools join and many communities and many people all over the world, because some of the people are left behind in the world, like South Sudan, Rwanda. Those people are very behind because they are still practicing some of the activities which are very harmful. So I'd also like to tell Marieme to expand it further.
Work harder, Marieme. I mean, they're telling you. You're not going to let her sleep, are you?
We'll do our best.
Actually, the knowledge that she gave me, it makes me to know myself and know my dream. So that is why I also like, so that, you know, God has blessed her with that spirit. That's why I'm encouraging her, so that she can know there's some people out there who are wishing best for her. Though I cannot help her in anything, but with my words, she can make it.
Oh, I think
You're
you help
so
her every
kind,
day.
so
I think you
kind.
help her every day. I know how much you guys mean to her. You mean a lot to me too. Eunice, anything from you want to say? Do you know where we are in the world? That was a good question.
Okay, the thing that I want to tell you, especially Lady Marieme, you have really helped us. Since I joined Angelina Jolie, I was chosen to join I Am the Code. But since there I was poor in my English, I didn't know how to speak in front of people, but that club really helped me. I used to practice myself by just speaking with the other students in the school, but right now I have seen myself somewhere, and I really thank Lady Mariame. Especially here in Our Ladies, they have a quick number of tablets. They have only 14 tablets. And I will like you people to increase the number of tablets so that we can also have a large number of students who come here and join the I Am the Code. Right now we have a quick number of tablets. They are only 14. And maybe let's say if the students are maybe 50 something, in those 14 tablets, we used to group ourselves maybe in one tablet, maybe 3 people or 5 people share the tablet. But that number is not good. I will like you people to increase the number of tablets so that all the students in the school can come and express themselves to you people, for them also to benefit in I Am the Code. I really thank you, and may you please do me that favor.
So I will tell you where we are right now. You remember when I came a couple of weeks ago, we talked about 7 billion people across the world. Do you remember that? When we went
Yes.
gradually, and you are 258,000 people and 100 girls who have access to the platform. So what Edie is doing right now, she's gonna make everyone know you are here. And your voice will be heard. Okay. So when I come in July, we're gonna call back Edie to tell her that maybe we got the tablets. Who knows? Maybe somebody will listen and give us tablets.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'll share
She
that.
got that power.
I got I got that message. You need tablets, and you're also looking for scholarships so that more girls can join the school and can learn the same things that you are. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Thank you so much, Teacher Franscis, as well.
He's amazing. Teacher.
Really amazing, Teacher Franscis. It's so lovely to see you. And thank you, Veeha, as well, for all of your support. We're waving at you from Davos in Switzerland.
She's in India right
I
now.
know, we're waving to you in India. I don't think you're on a beach.
Thank you.
right?
No.
I want to be on that beach.
Yes. We're proud of you girls. Thank
Really
you so
proud.
much for your time.
Keep studying, keep
Thank you.
smiling.
You keep us grounded here. with Davos.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.